Tuesday, January 14th edition of the Carolina Weather Video. Meteorologist Matthew East here with you. Pretty interesting to look at the temperatures across the region this morning. There's a look, first of all, Banner Elk up in the mountains. That's the camera courtesy of resortcams.com. The temperature there in Banner Elk above freezing at 37 with rain falling off and on through the night in many locations across the Carolinas. Now over on the other end of the state, here's a look from the Avalon Pier web camera this morning. Check out the observations there. 56 degrees. Cape Hatteras has been in the 60s over the past couple of hours. And even some thunderstorms working their way toward the Outer Banks this morning. I'll show you that in just a second. Across the Piedmont, a lot of this pretty light rain slowly working its way through. Even where you don't see a whole lot on the radar, there's some areas of light rain and drizzle. Now, the rain at its heaviest over near the coast, and that's where you have some lightning and thunder, mainly offshore. But again, that's going to brush northeast through the Outer Banks a little later this morning. And there's the back edge of the system, roughly Interstate 59 there from northeastern Alabama into eastern Tennessee. And so here in the Piedmont of North Carolina and the upstate of South Carolina, several more hours of this mainly light type of rain to go before we see some afternoon clearing work in from the west. Highs yesterday in the 50s in the I-85 corridor, 60s, I-95 over toward the coast, 40s and 50s in the mountains. Currently, a lot of 40s on the board, and then you hit 50s over close to the coast. And again, there's Cape Hatteras sitting at 65. That is a very balmy 5:30 a.m. temperature in mid-January. Mountains, everybody, above freezing, even up that way. So it is all rain occurring right now across the region. Active pattern ahead. Today's system moving on through, and we'll see that rain again taper off as we get toward this afternoon. And you see some afternoon clearing working in on a future cast. And then a few clouds overnight, but really a pretty quiet and fairly chilly overnight period. But again, an active pattern. Check out the water vapor imagery. Today's system moving on through. But already the next system diving down through the plain states. That is located there over the high plains. And that'll be continuing to drop very rapidly to the southeast as we head through the next 24 hours. So again, some afternoon clearing in the western and central Carolinas today, and then here comes that next system zipping in here tomorrow. And that will probably be rain showers ending in snow showers in many locations across northwestern and really even southern parts of North Carolina. It's not going to last long, and the rain showers arriving tomorrow afternoon, kicking over to some snow showers, especially the better chance of seeing some snow showers being the farther northwest you go. I think the foothills and the northwest Piedmont have the best chance of seeing that period of snow shower activity. Then right on his heels, here comes the next system diving in for late week. Check out the RPM, putting some dustings of snow on the ground, even into a few spots deep down into the central Mississippi and Alabama areas, and I would not be shocked at all if some locations through the foothills and maybe even the northwest Piedmont got a dusting of snow by tomorrow evening on the grass. But that will be probably the exception rather than the rule. This is not going to be a big deal. The bigger accumulating snows with this one up in the mountains. Let me show you some of the more detailed modeling. Let's start with the Canadian model. This is what it looks like tomorrow early evening. A nice little area of precipitation developing on the northwest side of this low. Again, most of the precip occurring across North Carolina, some light precip in South Carolina, but even as the thicknesses crash and the cold air rushes in, you even have the Canadian trying to print out some snowflakes right along the coast. Myrtle Beach on up through Wilmington as we get into very late tomorrow night and early Thursday morning. And this is what it looks like when you break it down into precipitation types. You see that rain to snow shower scenario unfolding across the Piedmont tomorrow evening, and then we get deeper into the night, and there again there's those snowflakes working their way toward the coast. Now then we get the next system diving in. This is still the Canadian model, so this is Friday early evening. More precipitation breaking out, and that's what it looks like on the precipitation type contours. That one, that disturbance on the Canadian model, even generating some snow down into North Georgia. Again, these are very quick hitting, pretty light precipitation deals, but this is the type of setup where you could get some snowflakes, at least in the air, in a good number of spots before the week is out. Now, let's switch gears here and take a look at the European model. This is today. And then there's tomorrow's system really taking a negative tilt and deepening just off the South Carolina coast by Thursday morning. And it is a little less impressed with the system for Friday night and Saturday morning than it was yesterday. Here's what the European model looks like with the precipitation tomorrow afternoon and tomorrow evening. Again, same general idea. And then there's the output for late Friday into Friday evening. Not quite as impressive. The energy. Let me go back to this chart right there. The energy a little less bundled, a little less impressive than what we had with some of the runs earlier in the week. But still, European tried to generate another little round of some snowflakes Friday night and late Friday afternoon. Anywhere from North Georgia through parts of the Carolinas. And again, we'll see how that all plays out. The bottom line is here, these are not going to be systems unless there are some drastic changes that can produce big snows, but at least some snowflakes in the air, possibility in some spots. All right, that is it for today. Thanks for watching. Have a wonderful Tuesday, and God bless.